Lisa Rinna cannot keep Kathy Hilton's name out of her mouth, even if her life depends on it. Girl, she is now talking about why Kathy Hilton was literally the demise of her career with The Real Housewife when she knew that, it was over, and also a little bit of tea on her, situationship in the Traitors. We're gonna talk about all of this, but before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to the Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you are part of the old crew and you have not done it yet, go to the notification bell, turn it off, and turn it on again. All right, guys. So let's talk about this mess. Lisa Rinna, girl. The lack of accountability on this woman is insane. I'm gonna say that, because after all of these years, that she left Housewives, and after all of her bad behavior on Housewife for years, she is still blaming everything on Kathy Hilton. She's still not taking real accountability on absolutely anything of her behavior. The only thing she's doing, like a couple interviews here and there, and now that she was on the Traitors, kind of like gave her a little bit of push into the media again, right? And she has been doing podcasts and talking about things, and we're gonna talk a little bit of tea between Lisa Rinna and Colton Underwood at the end of this video. But instead of pushing her career again or whatever, she's talking a lot about Kathy Hilton. She's saying that, she knew that her time on Housewife was going to be over the moment that she saw Kathy Hilton and her publicist, and she knew that they were going to come for her, and then she was done, and that it was going to be destroyed forever, and blah, 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 Let me actually read you exactly what she says. She says, she says that initially she knew at BravoCon that she was gonna be done. She says, I was like, oh, I think this ride is over. The wheels on the bus just flew off. Let's all remember that at that BravoCon, Lisa Rinna got completely booed by everyone when she came out there. Well, Kathy Hilton was received with praise by absolutely everyone. She says that I couldn't control myself. I couldn't control myself. I was acting out in so many ways. Everyone saw it. Everyone heard it. Everyone felt it. And it was the only thing I could do at that point. And I knew it was time to be done. So basically, she's saying that, she understands that her behavior that last season was a little bit outrage, But at the end of the day, she knew that it has to be done, that she has to leave the show. That is not really taking accountability, because I don't think her demise was exclusively because of what happened with Kathy Hilton. I think what happened with Kathy was the cataclysm of everyone, including the fans and the viewers and everyone, just being fed up with the behavior that Lisa Rinna had for so many years before. What happened with Kathy Hilton, right? She says that Lisa almost quitted at the reunion. Instead, she went home and sent a message, and she says, I was right, they're gonna do it, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but I was ready to say it. And then, of course, I go home, I read an email that night, and I text everybody, and I say, I'm done. She's still sticking with the I quit situation, girl. As for when she knew the curtains were for her, she says that happened when she came face to face with Kathy Hilton and Kathy's publicist after all the claims that she made about the alleged meltdown in Aspen. She says, I saw her publicist, who I have known for years, and I know that at that moment they never allow, and I was like, here they come, they are gonna fucking kill me. Again, look, to me, this is a lot of BS, because this is not taking accountability of what really she did for so many years on Housewives, okay? This is not only about creating a whole fake storyline trying to drag Kathy Hilton. No. This is about she trying to destroy Kim Richards. She completely taking down Lisa Vanderpump in the worst time of her life. She going after Yolanda Hadid. She going after Camille Grammer. She going after Denise Richards. She going after absolutely everyone, you know. The problem is, of course, I don't think none of them had the enough power as Kathy Hilton did, you know, to really put it out there. And I'm not talking about power that Kathy Hilton went out there and said like, oh, you're gonna fire this girl, okay, done. No, it was the public power, you know. We love Kathy Hilton for what she's bringing to the show from the very beginning that she joined the show. And it was very obvious, and that time, that was I think season 12, that Lisa Rinna was very jealous of Kathy Hilton because Kathy joined the season before and she became an instant success. We were obsessed with Kathy Hilton, you know. So I think, so Lisa Rinna was extremely jealous that why this girl who is just a friend of the show is getting all of the attention where I am not getting any anymore. And I think that was the cataclysm right there that she pushed to try to take down Kathy Hilton. But because Kathy was not giving her anything, then she had to create a meltdown in Aspen that it was so bad, but we have no record of it whatsoever. Girl, bye. And I think that was what she underestimated. It was that us, the viewers, were gonna be able to look through her bullshit, and then we're gonna be vocalizing that, taking it to Bravo, and Bravo was going to be, no, I'm sorry, you did this to yourself. Like, how many times, how many more years we're gonna be able to do this? Now, what is really interesting is that not only she's not taking any accountability, she's still trying to paint Kathy and the Hiltons like the power couple that everyone is so afraid of. And pay a lot of attention, because that's a very powerful world. It's very different to say that they are respected than to say that they are feared, you know. And as you know, I have been around the Hiltons now for quite some time, and I'm not talking only about Kathy Hilton, I'm talking like the Hiltons in general, you know. And I have to tell you, they are the most polite, wonderful, and like generous and like amazing family that I have met, you know. And for Lisa to use that word of like people are afraid of them, I mean, I have talked to so many people at, you know, these parties, and I have never get a sense of I am afraid of Kathy Hilton. No, it's always like I have so much respect for her, for what she's doing to the community, what she's doing for the people, what she's doing for her family, her charity work. It became so big because that's the thing. It's bringing a lot of respect. And respect is very different from fear. Now, listen to what Lisa Rinna is saying. The Hiltons run the social part of Los Angeles in a lot of ways. They are very influential in New York too. They had their time in New York, but you know, for 30 years, they have been like the social world at the top of the social world. When asked if they decided who goes where, who gets invited to what event, or who will be cut out, Lisa confirmed, yes, they can. Yes, I will say that. So she's now trying to paint Kathy Hilton like the person who will literally blacklist you for everything if you don't do what Kathy Hilton wants you to do. And I feel that that is such BS, you know. Kathy, I mean, to me personally, Kathy has never asked me to do absolutely anything, you know. We have created a nice friendship, you know, but she has never, ever come to me and say, oh, you have to do this. You have to talk about this. You have to mention this. You have to talk to this person. No, you know. And with all of the people that I have talked around Kathy Hilton's social circle, not one person has come to me and say, oh my God, we are so afraid of Kathy. Like, if we don't do this for her, we're just gonna get blacklisted. It's never like that. So again, This is Lisa Rinna keeping trashing Kathy Hilton and using a little bit of like big words and a different sense, but at the end of the day, it's the same sentiment. She wants people to believe that Kathy is this big bad wolf dressed in sheep clothes, and it is not like that whatsoever. I don't know. I think it's wild that after so many years, you still are not able to take real accountability for your actions on the show, and you're still trying to blame someone else, right? So I don't know. I don't think there is any salvation for Lisa Rinna at this point, you know? Now, it's interesting. She is promoting her new book. It's called You Better Know That I'm gonna talk about it, or something like that. I don't know who is doing her things, but I was sent the book, okay? And I'm like, do these people know that I don't really play with Lisa Rinna like that, you know? So I have the book in my house. I actually was gonna kind of like do a video about that, but like, I don't know, guys. Do you want me to read the book and see? It's just like because I know who she is, and I know, you know, who she is in this world and what you know has gone through her mind. I feel that there is going to be a lot of BS in this book, right? So I don't know if I should read the book with you guys. I was kind of like trying to create maybe like a little like reading situation with you guys where we kind of like read the book together, maybe go live. Not the whole book. I will have to do like several parts because otherwise we're gonna be live for like I don't know how long, you know, and do some commentary. But like personally, I do not want to read this book, you know. I will not buy it. I mean, they send it to me, so like that's it, pretty much it, you know. But like, girl, I'm like, do you know like who I am? Like, girl. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like me to do related to that book because it's literally right there in my house. Okay. Now about the Traitors, Lisa Rinna is also talking about, you know, the reunion of the Traitors was filmed, and she had this whole deal with Colton Underwood, and I think that is the only time that I'm actually having Lisa Rinna's back because Colton Underwood was completely insufferable on the Traitors, and his past was insane. And there is so much rumors about Colton going crazy and that she stormed off the reunion and that, you know, he hated everyone and it was like a whole thing, you know. And this is what she has to say related to the reunion. She said, I didn't see it. Okay, while a Page 6 report alleged that Colton Underwood stormed out of the reunion taping because of Lisa Rinna, she offered her account of what happened. She says, I didn't see it myself. I saw him leave, but I saw other people leave too to go to the bathroom and such, but it took a long time for people to come back. That I can share with you. But let's put it on the record because they probably won't air it, right? I said, Colton, I have a question for you. What did you mean when you said I'm gonna take her hostage? That's all I said, and that spun him out. And basically that's where, you know, he stormed out of, you know, the whole reunion and all of that. And apparently he went on and allegedly he went on to cry to the producers, and the producers had to come back and be like, hey, don't talk about it, please, you know, like don't make this guy cry anymore to us, you know. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Apparently Lisa Rinna is set to be on Watch What Happens Live, and you know, it's maybe she's gonna spill more tea about that in there. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see. You know, when it comes to Lisa Rinna, it's such like a complicated situation. But yeah, so what do you think about it? What do you think that Lisa cannot keep Kathy Hilton's name out of her mouth? Is it because Kathy Hilton was the one who actually took her out of the show? Or is it because she's unable to take accountability for her actions? Let me know what you guys think on the comments below, and if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.